Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to RWBY. It is volume 7 episode 11 and as far as I'm concerned we are in for a treat because I'm pretty sure there should be like some fights in the next minutes. Question is what's going on with the city all the time. So whatever, let's just jump in and enjoy, right? So as always, if you want to see the reaction with inlaid videos, just go down into my descriptions, there should be a link, or just continue this video and you will be able to watch it and watch your own video in another screen or somewhere you have it on a tablet or whatever. So much being said, here we go in 3, 2, 1, now. By the way, I really like the fact that they bring in new fighting styles. So Yang using this ability to put explosives into enemies makes it a little bit less reckless, you know. Oh yeah. Let's see what you're capable of. What? He's shooting someone else. Oh, nice. So he has gravity bullets. Okay. And they are both playing with gravity. Okay. Sorry. Wow. Emmett. Counting? Yeah, yeah. The satisfaction of just punching him. No, it's not seconds. What is he counting? And there goes his aura. A green one. Ooh. Ah. Oh no, another arm. Never underestimate. There was a song that was playing in the background. I will sacrifice. Question is, what is he going to sacrifice? Because that sounded like what's says you need. Now. Man, he's so fast. Not fast enough, but very fast. Oh, nice. Ricocheting. Ha! They stole that one from Avengers. What? Someone's after the Steph. Yeah, she's after the maiden. Hmm. Oh, they're playing with his mind. It's not Salem. Oh. Well, something's moving. I knew it. Someone's gonna be very happy. Nice. That's true. True. Shit. Yes, she was. So that's where we are going. Wow, she's playing with the minds of people. Wow. The what? The same trick. What are you willing to sacrifice? No one has seen the larger force. Oh. Ah! Once again. Oh, Oz is gone as well. Ah! Why? Always. Okay. I would start. They made the nice. They made the complete parkour. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's clever. I like that. I mean, what to say? I don't know about you, but what came to my mind in the end, especially, was divide them, place doubts in their hearts. Here we are again. It is the same game again and again, and always the people fall for it every damn time. I mean, I should know better by now, but she got into his head clearly. I mean, she's playing with information and disinformation here. Once again, we had this discussion in the past as well. So Ironwood and the Ace Ops are afraid of this huge army that has taken out the outer parts of the network. But we don't know if this army exists. In the beginning, it was said that they were taken offline by Watts. And then I would say, or they were already destroyed. But what if it is the first thing? What if it was just taken offline and there is no army? There's no huge invasion. Sure, there may be some Grim, maybe even many. But we don't know if it are so many, because in the past what we learned about Atlas is that the rough climate protects it as well, right? So she cannot send in most of her creatures. Some that are adapted to this climate, but not many. I think it is a bluff. And it is a huge one, right? She's acting as though there's a huge army coming in and just sweeping them away. But if she had an army like that, wouldn't she have used it in the past already? I mean, seriously, it just makes not so much sense. What she is doing, however, is intimidating Ironwood and making him act due to this intimidation. So he just reacts. And she knows he does not have many options to react. So she knows what he's going to do. And if you think about that, that means she wants him to raise Atlas up. She wants him to get rid of Mental. And then it's only a matter of time. Seriously. Why should she care? Oh man, and he's falling for it. That's just so sad, because he was always more clever and everything. But you can see that he's kind of broken in his reactions in the last minutes are clearly traumatized, I would say. So he has seen in the past that he got outsmarted and outplayed, and he's afraid of that. And thus, to be not outplayed, he's now acting too fast and thus being outplayed again. So I don't think there's a huge army, and I think Salem, just made Ironwood leave his post as a protector. He is now protecting only Atlas, no more longer the whole kingdom. And that's a disaster, simply put. We had a short moment of cooperation, a short moment of hope, and it was just destroyed by some words of Watts and some words of Salem. Nothing else. Nothing else. And a little bit of doing of Cinder, where I do ask myself now if she is working with Salem, because I don't think that Salem knows of Cinder running around there. He got shaken up by the small statue of the queen. Which brings me to always the same thing. What is happening now is more neither a direct repeat of what happened to our first maiden. She is somewhere hidden in a bunker. She is too weak to defend herself. She's not even really able to move. And Cinder is coming for her by making someone else in panic move there. The last time it was Oz who went down to the bunker. And Cinder followed him, thus realizing where she has to go. Now it is Winter moving to a bunker. And thus Cinder follows her and knows where to go. It's the same trick. Again, it is repetition. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean it is simply clever. It's just sad that the players on our side do not realize it, that they're being played in the same way again. Which brings me to Oz, because he is gone as well. And the question is, did he realize? I mean, sure. Ozpin himself did not show up in the past, in the last episodes, but I already speculated that maybe he's more and more merging with Oscar already. But he's still in there, so he sees and hears what's happening, I'm pretty sure. And he may see the setup of what is happening. And he is clever enough and he knows Salem enough to see and understand her plans. Once they happened at least once or twice. He fell for this plan once. I think he will not fall for it twice. So I kind of expect him to show up where Cinder is appearing. And maybe bring a bit of balance to this fight. Because right now, however good Winter is, and I have a lot of trust in her abilities, I don't think she is a match for Cinder. In many regards, it's a repetition of a fight in the past as well with Pyrrha. A very capable fighter with some kind of belief in the right thing, right? Who is just power-wise outmatched by Cinder. Because she has the power of a maiden. But if you have Oz on your side, additionally, there might be a chance. There just might be. I kind of hope for that. Not sure if it will happen, but, well, we can hope. However, Winter is not alone herself. She's going together with Penny. So, that's another chance, because Penny is quite strong as well. But Cinder knows very good what Penny is capable of. She had the plans of her construction in the past. Sure, this is version 2.0, but the general build-up is the same, and we now know there's a core inside, so I guess Cinder would go for that core easily. It's going to be a lot of fighting in the last 2 episodes that are about to come. And it is again about belief and trust. It feels a little bit like season 3 now, you know? Last 2 episodes, and I kind of hope that we will not have such a big loss again. But still, it was an awesome season that time. So they got Watts, they got Tyrion. For Watts, that was a clever plan. It was a really good plan, this force field choke, you could say. But I'm a bit surprised that he underestimated Ironwood there. But then you have to ask yourself, did he? Or was it meant to be like that? Because in the end, Salem played with him, and it feels a lot like it was a setup. And in the end, those two will be freed when she wins, so what? For Tyrion, it felt a bit too easy to beat him, but then there are 3 very, very capable people on the hunt against him. And we've seen in the past that just one of them is standing his ground, right? Against him. And this time we had luck on our side, and we had Robin with her ricocheting and exploding arrows. So I think it is okay that he was beaten so fast. Although I really waited for a bit more there, but it was a very short fight, I think. But really nicely choreographed, as both fights in this episode were. They both were really, really cool. I liked the punching parts in the Watts fight. This moment of laying your hands on. It were 2 pistols, 2 revolvers against each other. That was nice as well. And both counted the shots of the other. So, really good. Both were like, okay, I know how much you can shoot. The appearance of Salem was awesome. So she came out of that comm sphere. And she used it perfectly. As I said, got Ironwood by his guts there. And we have the first, I think the first ever view of Ruby's mother. And, yeah, that shook her up for a minute there. But then she stood up again in the end. Very strong, if I have to remind you there. So, yes, she was shaken, no question. Salem informing her that she met her mother. And she said those same text words, which are strong. We have seen you fail. We know you can fail. This is such a strong and important thing. You don't have to beat Salem. You don't have to kill her, right? She is making mistakes. She is still, after all, human. And so you can try to find those mistakes. The problem is that you really have to be kind of close to her, right? It's a bit of a problem. I still think that you can beat Salem in the regards that you can just imprison her. You cannot kill her, okay. But if you would find an option to imprison her in a way that she cannot kill herself, to disappear from there or stuff like that, that's it, right? Just put her, I don't know, into behind iron bars, and that's it. Still, you have to get to her first. So Ruby was shaken there, I can see that, but she did very fast recover, and she informed everyone about what Ironwood was about to do, which is, you know, you gotta love her, right? She's a tough girl, no question there. And Team RWBY standing up for what they believe is right is so good to see, even against Ironwood, against the Aesops in their own castle, you could say. That's a strong one. So we will have a fight Team RWBY against the Aesops next time. I'm a bit dissatisfied with the Aesops, not generally, just in the meaning of that they should be more grown up, more sophisticated, in my opinion, to understand that this decision of Ironwood is wrong. But then they are military, so there's two sides there. They will have to follow the orders, although that was not played so much this time. And they are not Team RWBY, and our friends of Team Ranger, right? They are, after all, man, you could say they have not seen as much as they did. They said they were kind of exhausted after this one rescue operations and everything already, and I'm like, seriously, guys, that's just the beginning. It's about belief and about will, and maybe that's what makes the difference here for our teams compared to such high cold numbers like the Aesops. We will see where this is going, because right now the sacrifice that Ironwood is willing to take, is more or neither all of Atlas except for the city. And that is too much. That is so many people, and it is just wrong. I see his points on we have to rescue who he can or all will die, because he believes, but he does not realize that he's being played and is playing directly into the hand of Salem. And it is a question, you're not only sacrificing people there, you are sacrificing your own humanity when you do stuff like that. And that's the major problem, I think. So much being said, that's it for this time. I hope you liked it. I did for sure. As always, if you want to see the next episode's reaction already, you are very welcome to go over to my Patreon. And if you have any more questions, comments, or anything, just comment on the video, leave a like, and I will see you next time. Until then, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.